Hey there guys, PrinceLaharlkun here, and welcome back to Let's Play Golden Sun. In the last episode, we went to that temple over there, that was Fuchin Temple, and went to the cave and got a new synergy power, which is Force. And Force is going to be really handy for us, because in this episode, we're going to be moving down to Mogall Forest, and there is a green ape that just went inside of there. Now the reason that we needed Force is because in order to actually get past this section, and I already have Force equipped to R, is that you have to use Force on this. And when you do, ape will flip out and run in a direction. This is basically like a Lost Woods section, kind of like in a Zelda game, where you just gotta follow the ape around and just, you know, stalk it. And that's really all there is to this area. There's a bunch of small puzzles, and there's a couple items that we're gonna be getting as well. And random encounters against dirges, because why not? Although actually this is good because should be getting close to a level up. With, I think with Zack. I think. Is there one in here? Oh yeah! If you end up hitting the wrong one, you'll get attacked by apes. And it's always fun when that happens. Apes will randomly appear in... not randomly. That was a lie. I lied. Apes will appear in certain ones of those, so you gotta look out for those as well. They have a lot of health though, so if you're not looking for fights, try to avoid these. Because they're annoying as crap to take out. Can't remember what they're weak to. Oh, they're weak to Mars. So, hit them with Mars. Also, they have less... maybe they have less HP than I'm thinking of. I might be thinking of something else. Oh well. Anyway, basic little pushing puzzle there. And we can also use catch here to get ourselves a nut. Which is always good. Nuts are very useful. In that items are just useful in general, because the less synergy you have to use, the better off you are. In fact, I probably need to buy some healing items later on, and I also need to do a little bit of inventory management. Oh man, all the things I need to do! Because I haven't played this in a while. Alright, so he's gonna go right. Now, I don't think you can actually go through these paths until you actually hit the thing to make them appear, because otherwise it won't allow you to go through. And you don't have the move yet that I want you to have. Dang it. So I think you do have to... even if you do memorize the location to go, I don't think the game will actually let you move forward. But I don't know that for a fact. Alright, and there we go. There we go, that's what I was hoping for, getting Fireball. That's what I wanted. Oh, another nut. Cool. I'll take it. Now here we have two of them. And if we hit this one first, get a green ape that'll flip out, and he'll go to the right. And if we follow him, he'll lead us straight to a treasure chest. And we get an apple. And a really awkwardly placed random encounter. Okay. Thanks, Dirge. I didn't even... never mind. Whatever, you're weak. Okay, anyways, apple. Apple will boost our attack, so we're actually going to give that to Eric, who is slightly behind on base attack damage, because Eric is our other melee fighter, and we really could use that boost. Though honestly, I don't find myself using regular attacks very often, but it is still nice to have just in case. Now we're going to go down here. And get into another encounter with Dirges and Moles. Awesome. I was thinking about cutting these out, but I'm like, you know what? I haven't played this in a while, so why the heck not? I'll go ahead and leave this in. These enemies are all weak anyway, and just take lots of damage. Well, it makes sense that they'd all be weak to that. I don't know why I used that. And Flare Wall is good. Oh hey! And Roy gets Storm Ray. That's exactly what I wanted. Awesome. Alright. Whoops. I have Mind Read still set. Let's switch to move. Because you can push this rock here. And push that down. Yay! Puzzle solving. Now, I want to go down here first for multiple reasons. The first and most important reason is that we want to go over here because there's a Djinn. And it's one of those Djinn that... game! I just want to fight the thing. Just let me do what I want. That's all I want from you. Why is it so hard to understand? Storm Ray you. I don't even like you. Stupid skeletons. You're not spooky, and you're not scary, and you're not cool, and you're blue. You know who likes blue skeletons? No one. No one likes blue skeletons. Especially blue skeletons that exist in forests and attack you. Okay, so... I'm actually going to use a nut on Sarah. And I think I'm going to make a save. I can save over this one. Okay to save over? No. Wrong option. Okay. With that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and engage the Jinn. This is one of those Jinn that can actually escape from battle. And we're not going to have Isaac use any of his synergy because it's Venus. Use Fireball. Just going to unleash our best moves we have on it right now. That's Tundra. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping for. You... Oh, good. Oh, good. Oh, man. Troll Jinn. Troll Jinn. Holy cow. You are a jerk. That's the first time I've ever seen a Jinn attempt to escape in the whole time I've ever played this game. Actually, you know what? I'm going to save synergy, and I'm going to use that. Because I don't want to waste too much synergy, because Eric has our lowest thing of synergy. Whew, there we go. Thank God. That was almost bad. And that's why I made a save. Because sometimes that will happen. And you will have a Jinn escape, and it sucks. We got Quartz. Quartz is a really, really handy Jinn in that we can now revive a downed ally. And this is the first time we have access to that. And I'm going to leave that on Zack because, you know, stat boosts and all that. Because really there's no reason to... I don't want to do any major class changing yet, just because we don't have a lot of Jinn available to us. But I might in a future video, or if anyone, like, wants to request anything, then I can go for it. I'll have to figure out a way to make it work, but I can go for it. Anyway, you want to go over to this one first, because the ape will then jump into the other one, and we can make our way back here, because now we can actually go and attack that other thing. And holy crap, all of these fights. Why did you dodge? See, I told you no one likes freaking skeletons, but you didn't listen. You just had to not listen. Oh, Sarah taking ice damage. Big deal. She's my ice mate. She's my ice synergist. I don't think she's gonna take a lot of damage from you. Freaking bone fighter dodging my moves. What a jerk. Alright, now that's done. Once again, these skeletons are just out to get me, man. I'm telling you. I'm friggin' telling you. Do I have any herbs? Yeah, I do. I'll use those. One for you. One for you. One for you. There we go. Awesome. Healing items for the win. And you're gonna go left. And I think actually if you take the wrong path, that you will actually... Game. Yeah, if you take the wrong path at any point, I think actually the game just takes you back to the beginning of the forest. And when you get this far into it, you don't really want to do that. Alright, so if you hit the middle one here, then you'll get a green one that'll come out, and it'll go down. And that's actually where we need to go. If you hit the one on the right, you'll get an orange ape for an optional fight against an ape, if you really want to. But more importantly than that, as I scratch my nose, we're going to hit this one because it's going to go to the left. Insert song joke here, because everyone makes that joke every time something goes left. I don't actually know what that song is from, and I honestly don't really care to know. I also have to resist the urge to say it, because, you know, it's kind of obnoxious. I also didn't kill these enemies on one turn. I'm also talking through this fight that I was going to cut out, but now I'm not going to. Oh well, didn't take that long. Anyway, so you want to move this rock here, push to the right once, then move the rock up once, and then to the right. And then we have access to a chest. We get the Elven Shirt. The Elven Shirt is a very useful piece of armor that actually will boost your agility by a ridiculous amount. Now, I debated on who I was going to really give this to, and I ended up deciding that I'm going to give this to Sarah, because Eric has the most defense and doesn't really need it, and agility isn't going to benefit him a whole lot. Zack has pretty much middle-of-the-ground stats and is doing pretty well in basically everything, honestly. Roy has the highest agility, but honestly, he doesn't really need the agility boost, and the defense boost for him is kind of negligible comparatively. But because Sarah has the lowest agility, I think she'll get the most use out of it for that reason. And that's my logic behind who I'm going to give that to. Because, you know, numbers. Also, because I already hit the tree, you can actually... you can fight death heads. Encounter rate, why? Encounter rate, no! I got another nut, though. You can actually just go straight down here. That's what I was trying to say, but everything in this forest is out... everything in this forest is out to kill me. I also just wasted a little bit of synergy doing that. Good job, me. Push you down. And really, I think this is actually the... oh yeah, another thing with these. You have to be standing in a really specific spot to get these to activate sometimes, so it can be kind of a pain in the butt. Actually, I went the wrong way. What am I doing? I just ran this. I should know this. There I go, using MMO terms again. I'm playing too much Final Fantasy XIV still. God, that game is so much fun. Alright, guys. There's more stupid bone fighters, or skeletons. Alright, Sarah's level 13 and gets Restore. Restore is actually going to be pretty handy. She just got 4 agility, too. Her agility's probably only that low because she's, like, behind in levels because I super leveled everyone when I didn't really need to. Oh well. That's how I play RPGs. You should know that from my Disgaea Let's Play. Alright, I think I was actually... yeah. It's really... dang it, game. It's actually really specific about... it's really specific about where you have to stand, is what I'm trying to say, but I don't seem to be able to, because the game wants to interrupt me every 5 seconds. Thanks. Oh, weird lag. Okay. And you're gonna go down, like I expected. Good. And we are in the last area. We're gonna go here, and get into a random encounter again! Fun! Awesome. Okay. Okay. That was recently released on Wii U. And that's not a good sound. Okay, if I could face the proper direction, I think if you actually use force on this, nothing happens. And you're all like, oh no! Nothing happened, well I guess we'll just go down here. And the boss of the area, the Killer Ape. Alright, the Killer Ape is actually a really easy boss. So first off, we're going to start with Granite, because the barrier you get from that's going to benefit us a lot. We're going to also have you use Forge to boost our attack, and also we're going to boost Agility. And actually, we're going to use Sleet too, because the Killer Ape's primary means of attack is going to be melee attacks. And so any amount of defense we can get up, as well as any attack-reducing stuff we can do is going to benefit a lot. If you have any classes that have any attack-reducing stuff, I love how I say that and then he hits me with an elemental attack, by the way. If you have any things that reduce attack, then that's very handy to have. I also think that attack also correlates to synergy damage, but I don't remember. It's been a while. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and start with our attacking now, and we're going to use Flint with you. You're going to use Fever to hopefully get him delusioned. Deluded. Delusioned? Delusioned. If you boost our resistance, and you actually could use... I'm actually going to have her use Fizz on me, even though we don't need it, just so we can use it. Because I think he's actually weak to, Mercury Gen, if I remember correctly. Because I know he resists, You know what? That same thing happened to me on my practice run. Oh, and he's deluded, and he's actually weak to Mars and not Mercury. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, we're not going to actually use Quartz just because I don't want to waste it and I want to have it. So we're actually going to use Ramses, and I can't remember if I've shown off Ramses or not. And if you use Kieran, you're going to unleash with Atlanta, and we're going to have you use Nerid. And I'm going to show all these off just in case I haven't shown them on screen yet. Because they're all really cool still, and I really enjoy them. The animations, I mean. They're all really simple, but still, like, the fact this is on a Game Boy Advance is really cool. There we go. And Nerid. Nerid is honestly the most simple, but still. Look at those particle effects. And lastly, if I'm... Oh, he's going to Ransack first. Which only did 71. Oh crap, that would have one-shot her had I not had... had his attack not been reduced. Good. Good to know. Alright, so he can see, and Sarah didn't actually end up missing Ransack, so we need to start doing some healing. I didn't give Roy my healing items, did I? Because I was supposed to do that to have him as my emergency healer. Whoops! I am video games, hear me roar. Okay, do you have anything at all, actually? Actually, no, you do have nuts, that's good. That's very good. I'm mature, I promise. I didn't mean to... Well, I guess that was kind of pointless to use Cure. Whatever. She's fully healed. I can guarantee this now. Stop. Good thing you wasted your turn. I find the Killer Ape really likes to do that, is he'll use more debilitating attacks on you than he will anything else, just because he's annoying and he knows it. And so, since Granite came back, I'm gonna actually go ahead and use that, just because I want to have that up. And you don't really need to use that right now, but I'll have you use Heat Wave. You'll use Storm Ray. You'll use Tundra. We'll just do a turn of attacking. But having Granite up is always really, really handy. Like, I like to have it up at all times in boss fights. And there we go, the Killer Ape's down. And Zack leveled up. And we get a lot of coins and a Douse Drop. That Douse Drop is really handy, and the game does not explicitly tell you what it actually does. But if you actually give it to someone and they equip it, you'll get Douse. And I always like to give that to, Sarah. Just because... Wait, does she already know Douse, actually? I don't think so. But she does now. Yeah, I can't remember. Let me see that real quick. Just because my OCD demands it. Yeah, she only has Frost. Okay, I'm at least right about something. Yeah, so now Sarah has Douse, and that's awesome. Alright, so now that we're done with that, we're gonna go to the left. Again. And make no song references here. Because we're now in Jean, and Jean is really cool. Alright, so the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna examine this jar, because there's a lucky metal in here, and you can always use those for some reason. But more importantly, is this lady here has a thing of water, and if you talk to her, then you'll make her spill the water. Now, you want her to place it right there, on this very spot, because if you haven't figured it out already, which I'm sure all of my viewers are incredibly smart and have figured this out by now, we're going to turn that into that, and we can go this way. And there we go. We get the Mercurigen Mist. I missed. And now we have another thing for Sarah. And once she gets another one, she'll get a class upgrade. But yeah, Mist only really puts foes to sleep, so it's not really useful, but hey, to each their own. If you like to use that sort of stuff, then by all means, go right ahead. So I'm going to do a little bit of equipment stuff, and I'm also going to heal up, and then we're going to call it an episode. Because we got a long cutscene coming up, and if I go through that cutscene, it's going to take like another 10 minutes. Alright, now with that done, we're actually going to go to the weapon and item store, which is over here. Or here, as I used to say. There's really nothing useful in the weapon store. Because honestly, he just sells like broadsword, battle rapier, stuff like that. And he doesn't have any new artifacts. Just the magic rod and the bandit sword. Yeah, those items suck compared to the witch's wand and such. But more importantly, however, is that he really does have good armor because... Oh man, now I've got the hiccups. Good, I'm getting the hiccups in a recording. This is what I wanted. You can actually get the silk robe for Roy. Well, for Roy and for Sarah. But honestly, I don't recommend the silk robe because the Adept's Cloak... It's only a 2 defense increase. It's 1,400 coins. and the Adept's Clothes give you a +2 to your synergy points. You don't really need, like, I can't validate this purchase. Wow, that sounds really official, and I don't know why I even said that, but whatever. You can give, I'm gonna go ahead and buy an Iron Shield for these two, though, because the defense boost is actually really good. Freaking game tickets. Buying this game ticket. Oh yeah, buying stuff. Alright, I believe they already have armlets. Now you can also get the Silver Circlet here, which is going to be really beneficial to both Roy and Sarah. And honestly, a lot of the stuff here is really good for them. Those game tickets will be useful later. And there we go. We got some decent upgrades to our armor, and I think that'll about do. Honestly, this store doesn't have a lot for either Zach or Eric, personally, I find. Really, the only thing they have useful is the Bronze Helm, and you should have that by now. And if you didn't get the Adept's Clothes by then, I strongly recommend those, because it's way cheaper and a lot more useful than the Silk Robe. And then, actually, the item store, I'm actually gonna buy some Sacred Feathers, just because, in case I need some for if the encounters get really agitating. I get another game ticket. I don't actually remember using those that much. Alright, so also, I didn't mention this, but there are various items hidden around the town as well. They're all really weak, like antidotes and herbs and such that you can just buy from the store. And I think I mentioned in a previous video that I'm not going to show off where those are. I'll just show off like the important stuff like the lucky metals, so... Anyway, with that out of the way, we're going to be going into this building here and continuing the plot next time. I almost said Disgaea. I almost said on Disgaea. Okay, on Golden Sun. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time where we're going to be going to this dojo and continuing the plot of Golden Sun, and not Disgaea. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later, guys.